Hey, what's happening? It is Paul Farmer. This is my Forex Journey, episode 26. Episode 26, it is Friday. It's the end of the trading week. Unless you trade crypto, this is it. Unless you do binary, this is it. So for Forex, this is it for the end of the week. Today, what I'm going to be doing is sharing with you how my week went. I mean, I've been coming on here sharing some of the trades I've been taking, most of the trades I've been taking, and sharing with you why I've been taking them, how those turned out, and all that stuff. But I'm going to do an overview, and I'm going to talk about the trade I took today and how that turned out and why I took that trade. Okay, and it actually backs up what I covered yesterday. So I hope you got value if you watched yesterday's video. I hope you got value about golden crosses, iron cross. I was going to say iron cross, golden crosses, and death crosses. I know that's really helping with my trading. So hopefully it will help you as well if you have started trading or haven't started trading. I don't know, but what this is, what I'm doing here, it's just kind of sharing with you my journey, sharing with you what I'm learning, sharing with you why I decided to start learning these high income skills and why I'm so excited about it and why I believe everyone can benefit from this. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and hopefully I'm able to figure out why I have no sound when I do this. So here we go. Let's share the screen, and I am going to actually remove myself, and I want to see what happens if I could add myself back for some reason. I know there's a way where I could do this without myself in here. I'm gonna have to figure out another day. Maybe it's this one. Let me try this one. Stream. Okay, let's try this. Does this one work?
Stream. Okay, let's try this.
Okay, so for at the moment,
Does this one work?
I haven't figured out how to. I've done this before, but at the moment, I haven't figured out how to change it. So we'll just roll with it. All right. So today I took odd USD. All right. I entered this trade. Actually wrote it down. I have this little Forex Trading journal that I write everything down in. I took that trade at 10:16 Central Time, a.m. this morning, which is actually kind of late for a Friday. Today was non-farm payroll day, Friday. So the markets are usually pretty crazy on that day. So I actually took some time away from it and came back. I did see a setup, so I decided to hop in, even though it was later in the day. And let me just go over why I took the trade. So odd USD. Oops, what did I do there? Odd USD. All right. So hopefully you can make sense of all this. I got a lot of stuff on the chart. So let me see if I can remove that. All right. So obviously we can see that it's been retracing, but I got in this for a sell. You can see my little thing here. I was going for 20. Actually on my MetaTrader 4, I was going through for 40 pips, and something happened where MetaTrader crashed on me right in the middle of the trade, and it crashed on me right about here. So when it came back on, it was right about here. Okay, so let me just go over why I decided to take this trade. All right. Let's make this a little smaller so we can see it better. All right. So what I saw is I drew out some key levels, and key levels are basically areas where price likes to go. Okay, so areas of support, meaning price is on the top of the zone, and resistance, meaning price is on the bottom of the zone. And I'm not sure if this was the 15 minute, the 5 minute, where I marked this. It was probably the 5 minute. 5 minute time frame. Anyway, I marked this zone as a key level, right? And when I was looking at this, I want to say I got in right about here is where I got in. Okay. And the reason I got in was because, one, I looked at the currency strength. Okay. So I looked at the currency strength, which is now the same. USD and AUD are the same. But the USD, when I got into this trade, was very high and AUD was very low. Okay. So that's one of the things I was looking at. So I was looking at that. I also noticed this pin bar up into this other key level, this other zone, resistance right here, this area here. Okay, let me mark that just so you can see it more clearly. Right there. Okay, so I saw that. That's kind of a an evening star, not quite. Like, I guess it could be considered evening star, but I saw this pin bar into the zone. Okay, typically when you see wicks going into a key level, typically that means it's probably going to retrace. Another thing I was looking at was, let me see. Can't remember if I was looking at the fibs. Let me just see something. Yeah, no, I wasn't looking at the fibs on this one. So let me just delete that. All right. So I saw this, right? Candlestick pattern. One of the places I learned candlesticks from, let me show you this. This book, I don't know if you can see it, but this book here is just an amazing book. And it shows you, this is something I've routinely gone back into. And sometimes I don't remember the names, but I remember the pattern, okay? And what the pattern can do. So, for example, okay, that's an evening star pattern. I don't know if you can see it, what I'm doing here, but that's an evening star pattern. So that right there, near zone, is telling me this thing's going to drop. Currency strength is telling me it's going to drop because USD is on the back of that thing, right? So it's going to drop. If AUD was strong, it should go up. USD strong, go down. Okay, so the USD is strong, goes down. I hop in the trade after it crosses this blue line, which is my 50 moving average. That's when I entered the trade. I waited till it broke that, right? And I believe it was right about here where I entered the trade. And then sure enough, right when I get into this stupid trade, it starts playing around, right? It starts playing around. So looking back, what I probably should have done is waited a little bit longer for it to break my trend line. Because if I had waited for it to break my trend line, and I'll show you the trend line in a minute, but if I had waited for it to break the trend line instead of getting in here and doing this nonsense, right, I would have been straight shot down, right? Yes, you're giving up some pips here, but it would have been a straight shot down after it broke the trend line. Now, why did I draw that trend line? I drew that trend line. The reason I drew this trend line was because on the hour, it doesn't look that way now, but this is how it was trending on the hour. I believe it was the hour I drew this up on. Maybe it was a lower time frame. Was it the 15? No, I believe it was the hour. Okay, so yeah, this candle wasn't here yet. I don't believe it had broke through yet. Okay, so I drew this trend line. A valid trend line, you want to have at least 2 touches, if not 3 touches. So here we go. Wick, 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 all the way up. So that's showing we are in an uptrend, okay, which goes against the currency, right? The currency is showing, currency strength is showing USD is going down, right? So based on the things I've shown you, once it breaks the zone, once it breaks this trend line, look, it's right on the zone and the trend line. I knew that thing was going down. Okay, now I got in a little bit earlier. So if we go back here, so I got in a little bit earlier. Like I said, I got in right here, and then we had this M pattern form, right? So where did I get in? Was it here? I believe it was here. It went up and then it came down. So it was one of these. Anyway, I was watching it and I was like, oh, so I got in after it broke the 50 and the 200. Now, I went over this yesterday, what these two do. Watch that video if you don't know. And it came down. I waited till it came down, closed under the 50 moving average. Okay. And then guess what it did? It hit this zone and it popped back up. But I was like, oh, wait a minute. There's like an M pattern here. Why I'm not really seeing it very there. Yeah, we have an M pattern. See this M right here? And you can see where price went before. Okay. So I saw the M pattern. I was like, okay, yeah, it's going to be fine. It's not going to go up any higher. We did get some crazy action here where it just kind of wicked up here and then down like that. Look at this crazy wick up here. That came up really high. That almost hit my stop loss. So that came up really high. So this pushed all the way up and then it came all the way down. And I got these wicks here. So that's a little bit of the funny stuff going on today with no farm payroll. But I knew, like, once it pulled back, like, I knew it wanted to go down. Like, that's just what I knew because I've done this so many times. And that's exactly what happened. So it went up, double top, came down in the middle, formed the M, the trough, right? Back to created another double top, and then down it came. Obviously, if I'd waited till it broke this trend line, retested the trend line, obviously that would have been a very safe trade. Now, where I exited this thing, I was watching this very closely when it got to here because this is a key level as well where price likes to go, right? So I was waiting to see, is it going to reject and bounce back up, or is it going to break, retest, and then keep going? Well, what it did was it broke it, and then it decided to retrace. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that's what it's doing. It's retracing. So it's probably going to come back down, but it's so late in the day. Definitely not going to take that trade now. Oh, and there's one more thing I want to show you too, and it goes with what happened yesterday, what I talked about yesterday. So this is like way up. This is like almost at the 70% now, which is really high for odd USD. So I don't know what it's doing. I'm not going to get in it. Definitely not. The market's closing very soon. So the other thing that I saw was right here. The 50 and the 200 were meeting, and the 50 was dropping below the 200. So it was called a death cross, And what that signals, so let me highlight that right here. Okay. Right there. So what that signals, right, is a bearish trend. Bearish, meaning sell. Okay. So that was another confirmation right there to take this trade. So that's what I did. I got 20 pips. My MetaTrader 4 died on me. I don't know what the heck happened, but it just cut out. I couldn't do anything on it. And when it came back on, I had this formation, which is basically a morning star. So we have your evening star, you have your morning star. Morning star means it's a signal for it to go up. It's near the zone. So that's what happened. You can see that. So anyway, if I had stayed in, I would have got about 8 more pips. But obviously it was ready to retrace. Okay, so that's my trade for the day on a Friday. I was actually really pleased with that, especially because I entered so late in the day on a Friday. usually on a Friday, especially no farm payroll, like, you don't really expect a whole lot to happen. So I thought I might have been too late. Maybe I shouldn't have gotten the trade, but it definitely did start moving, and I got 20 pips out of it. So I'm pretty happy about that, especially on a Friday. So let me go over how I did for the week. All my trades. Okay. These are all of my trades. Now, some of these trades are trades that, like, literally I made a penny on, or 5 cents or 20 cents. So I didn't really count those because some of those are just like just the commission, the spread, whatever, that makes it so, like, I would have got out with no loss, but it was like the spread or whatever, right? So so my total was 13 wins, 6 losses. Now, 3 of those wins were very, very small wins, and 3 of those losses were minute losses. So I really didn't count those. So if I wasn't counting those, it would be 10-3. Okay. But those are my totals. So I'm definitely improving. Where I need to get better is my stop losses. I had some trades that went the wrong way because I moved the stop loss. I definitely need to get better at reacting to what price is doing. So when I see it going the opposite way of my bias, I don't need to be moving my stop loss. I need to be looking for an entry the other way, because typically price is reversed in that instance. It's happened many times to me. So that's just some lessons that I learned from this week. Other things I want to talk about are, just be patient, allow the market to come to you. Don't chase the market. That's another thing that I've been learning. And look for your confirmations. This golden cross and death cross is really helping me a lot. And then I don't just use that. I also base it on other things as well, as you can see. But and the other thing I did this week too was I really just focused on one pair. I mean, I did take a couple gold trades, but mostly it was just odd USD all week. I had a euro odd I didn't talk about yesterday, that one of our educators in our trading community called, and that was a really good trade. That one went the distance. That was a good trade. I actually did take it, but I didn't get all the TPs that he had called, but I did win some. So I think I did 2 entries too on that one. So definitely learning a lot. I'm so grateful for just everything that's being provided here within our trading community. It's just incredible, all the value. I do want to show you something. This has nothing to do with trading, but I do want to show this, okay? Let me see right here. All right, so the trading community I'm in has a referral program. And one of the things we're doing as a team, okay, is we are doing what we call an accountability challenge, where basically we're doing very simple tasks, and we're just tracking what we're doing as a team, as a unit, right? And this is just part of a whole system we have access to within our team. So like when you get started by clicking the link above and you want to be a part of our winning team, our trading community, then you would be able to get access to this challenge, because we run this every month. Once a month we run this. And when we run this, people get signups, okay, because it works. It's very simple, but everything is set up for you to have success. And I think it's fantastic. It's something that we're doing. So if you're someone that, like, I want to build a residual income on top of trading income, what we provide here is phenomenal. It's very simple. It's systematized. Everything is tracked. So you can kind of see right now. Hopefully you can see this. Let me. Wow, it's really small. Let me just make that bigger, so you can see. So these highs basically just mean I'm doing the activities at the level I'm supposed to be doing it. Not any, like, this is perfect score. If I were to go higher, like, we can go down here and there's some different things. Okay, so we have in 0 to 5. So you didn't do the activity. And our activity is basically just 25 friend requests. Like we just add 25 people and we message 25 people. That's basically the activity. It's very, very simple. But everything is tracked. So this isn't the full thing. I don't want to show you the full thing because it does have some names on it. And just for privacy, I don't want to show you their names and their whys and all that. But basically on another sheet, we actually have what is your why, what is your must. So you connect yourself with why you're doing this, why you must do this, right? And it's really powerful. And this is something like as a leader that wants people to produce, right? This is perfect because you just plug them right into this. Everything takes over. Let me, I don't have it pulled up. I would show the website, but I don't have it pulled up right now. I wonder if I could type it out. Let me see. Yeah, no, it's not coming up. So I don't want to pull that all up, but anyway, we have a whole sheet. We have like training. I mean, just everything you could think of, everything you could ever need, no matter what it is you're doing to really have some success. Okay. So, but as you can see, we have 25 messages, 25 ads. These are the leads, meaning I sent a video and then there's no signups yet. I do have a guy that's getting ready to come in. So this process definitely works. And it's very simple and anybody can do it. I just wanted to share that real quick. Let me just remove this. All right. So that's all I got. What's happening, Tobias? Happy you can join me today. Hope you're learning something, getting some value. Yeah, guys, I'm really enjoying this. I really am. This is something I look forward to each day. Add on our binary stuff, right? Our binary trading, our live trading sessions. It's just so much value. It's just incredible. I got on 3 of those yesterday, and they're just packed with value. Really good mindset. I mean, it's just a fun place to be. And yes, we made money. We made money during the session. And what was really cool about it was literally all you had to do was follow along. All you had to do was follow along. And it's just you push a button. Actually, let me show you. I'll show you an example. Okay. So this is not actual binary options. This is actually, and I know I'm not sharing the screen, so let me share that. This is pocket option. HFX is what it's called. But binary looks more like, let me see. Let's see here. This one, no. Yeah, here we go. So it looks more like this. The difference is you're going to have terms here. It's going to say puts, and I can't remember the other one. One is it's going to be above the line. So you're thinking price is going to be above your strike price right here. So you think price is going to be above that or below that, right? Okay, and then you just hit the button. You put how much you want to trade. You hit the button. The other thing about it is they give you percentages. So we want to do like 80% to 70%, nothing below that. Okay, because as you can see, the one I have right now, odd CAD. What's that going for? Odd CAD. Where's odd CAD? Right in front of me, 80%. So that would be a good one to do. It's paying 80%. So out of $20, you get 16. So it'd be $20 plus a 16 if you win the trade. That's how that would work. And it goes by time. So there's like 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes. So each trade is like a minute to 3 minutes long. And I could try to do one. Obviously, I'm just eyeballing this. I'm not marking up the chart or anything. But let me see. I'm going to go ahead and put candles. So what they do during our live trading sessions, what 3 minute? What they do during our sessions is they literally go look at the charts and they literally tell you, all right, guys, go ahead, get ready. This is where we're going in at. They give you the price. You hit the button. That's it. You hit the button. And I'm in demo, so this isn't real money, just so you know. This is very easy to get. Just go to pocketoption.com. You know, so just eyeballing this thing. I think it could come up because right here we have a little bit of resistance. But I don't know if that's going to happen. I'm actually going to put this on a shorter time frame. So let me put this on the lowest time frame, which is a minute. And we'll just hit the button and we'll see what happens, right? So please don't like, I'm just learning this, but I would be marking up a chart. I wouldn't just be eyeballing this thing, but just so you get a sense of how this works. Let's see here. What do you think? Sell or buy? We got support here. The support here. There's resistance here. I'm going to go with a buy. Here we go. We're in. Just a minute. So here we go. Let's see what happens. So right now it's above the line. You can see I would make $36. If it goes below, you make $0. Okay, above. But they teach you risk management. They teach you everything you need to know. So, but quite frankly, even if you don't know what you're doing, you just saw what I did. This is so simple. So you literally have experts sitting there telling you, hey, guys, we're going to take this trade. This is the pair we're going. This is what we're doing. You know, risk the appropriate amount, like 1%, 2%, maybe 3% max. And then hit the button, you know, let the trade go. And they're going to tell you how long it's going to be. So right now I'm winning. 4, 3, 2, and oh. Yeah, so I lost that one actually. So that was $20. But look at that, it went up. What do you know? It went up. So anyway, I didn't do any analysis other than eyeballing this thing. And if I had just a little more time, I would have won that trade because it did go up. But anyway, this is just demo. This is something you can play around with, learn more about it. But yeah, this stuff is fun. But I could have put more. Usually we do like 3 minutes, not 1 minute. But I didn't want to do 3 minutes, have you sitting here for 3 minutes. So, but that's it. That's what it is. But it definitely looks different. Like Pocket Options is different than the other stuff, the other brokers. This is just a free demo. So that's why I'm using it. But it has a lot of the same stuff. And I can get a good idea of how it works. The difference with the actual broker is you have rollovers. And there's the timer is a little different, but it's essentially the same. Okay. So that's all I got for today. Hope you enjoyed and what I shared with you today. Got some value. If you'd like to learn more about our trading community, if you'd like to be part of our live sessions, if you'd like to make some of that push button money, you know, be in a community of leaders and doers and just a very positive environment, click that link above or just reach out to me. You know where to find me. Just reach out to me. I'm happy to help you. All right. With that, make it a great day. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your weekend. I'll see you next time.